everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Hoist the Colors!
Yarr!
Hello. That's all you're getting.
That's it? I'm not getting any more?
No.
See,
Hi, Mark.
See, now I'm a little sad. No, it's okay. But no, how is everyone? While I do
Fabulous.
things.
Good. I'm great. How are you, Matt?
I'm not too bad. I do have some like an announcement thing. But I wanted to find out how everyone's week has been first.
Yeah, and let the crowd gather, you know. Let them filter in and say hi. And
Well, we're already running late because I had to update my graphics driver. Because if I don't update my graphics driver, that's what causes OBS to crash. I don't have solid proof of this, but that tends to be what happens.
Yeah.
I remember the last time. It crashed like 5 times.
It was horrible. I hated every moment of it. It was bad because this session was actually really good. I really enjoyed the session otherwise.
Always really good, Matt.
I like to
That
hope
one was even gooder.
Gooderer?
Gooderer.
Gooderer?
Yeah.
No, that's an actual image. That's not a thing. So, well, before we get into my announcements, our players are level 7 now.
What?
Yeah. Apparently.
Sunshine, I don't know, actually. We have sent Julia had a game earlier today.
The beacons have been lit.
She could be all tuckered out on Pathfinder.
As
Like
far
a
as I'm
newborn
aware,
baby.
she'll be here, but we don't know yet. I'm hoping she will be. I gotta drop like fat loots on the party, and I don't think she wants to miss out. So hopefully she will be here, but otherwise, our players are level 7. They leveled up at the end of last session, and I think they've been making like their final decisions and class choices and stuff throughout the week. I think.
Yes.
I mean, Mosh is a pretty straightforward class to build. It's like, yeah. Master in athletics, constitution. We done here.
Master in athletics. You're just gonna let that pass?
Muscles.
All of the muscles.
Yeah, level 7 master bump. Yeah.
Oh, all of the people are gonna get shoved, aren't they?
Well, I need to let go of my great pick with one of my hands to do that, so that's not really a thing.
Oh, that's right, because the Great Pick doesn't have shove on it, does it?
No, it has nothing on
unless-
it except fatal,
Damage.
which is all you
Unless
need.
you have a feat that allows you to shove and asks you not to have one, like British shove.
Also the Mauler, I think it is,
Yeah.
which allows you to kind of like do shoves with any two-handed weapon.
Oh, that could be good.
It has a bunch of bonus feats attached to it as well, which are really cool. But that's that. So, nothing else for you, Mosh?
I went for a level 7 general feat. I went all the way back to feat 1 to pick up combat climber. It just means I don't have to put away my great pick completely in order to climb in the middle of combat, and I'm not off guard anymore. So
You can use it
Let's
to climb
pick up
even.
skill feats for general feats.
yeah.
As long as they have the general trait.
And what's even better is I think if there's a general and a class feat, you can take it in either slot. Is that it?
Also, if you've got an archetype feat, like a feat from an archetype that also has the skill trait, you can put into a skill slot instead of your archetype slot.
It's pretty nifty.
Is one of the few ways to get a second archetype at 6th level.
Yeah.
I should
Just
know.
considering if any skill feat is worth taking now instead of toughness.
Nah.
Or if those extra 7 hit points are going to keep me alive.
They will.
You are a sorcerer. And a sorcerer that finds themselves in close combat an awful lot.
Hey man, how else am I supposed to injure my party? I'm just saying. It's their fault for being in my way.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
Holy
totally how it
shit.
works.
I've just realized the Deft Hands feat from Sinclair's is really fucking good.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Change your grip by adding a hand to items, a free action once per turn. Oh my lord. Oh my
I can
lord, is that the way to go?
evangelize?
Is that the way to go?
Well, there was a bunch
You
of...
know what? I've made my decision. That's fine.
You made your decision?
Yeah.
I have an interesting question for you, Matthew,
Yeah?
regarding signature spells.
Yeah?
Um,
This is
I
fine.
have to take it at that specific level, is how I'm reading this.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, yes.
Like I can't for my 4th rank one, I can't choose to get a 3rd rank one, a second 3rd rank spell as a signature spell. Is that how I'm reading that?
I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, yes.
It has to take up one of my repertoire slots in the 4th rank before I can signature it. Cool.
Makes it hard?
Well, no, it makes it really annoying in the sense that I get to choose 2 spells, and the spells that I choose, I don't particularly want to signature,
Yeah.
and the one that I don't get to choose. There is no point to signaturing. It's spell immunity. It doesn't do any.
Just cast it more!
I wish I didn't have to cast it in the slightest, but I can rectify that wish next level.
Well, I mean, you could use it to cast it on weird spells as well. You could use spell immunity for more than just fireball. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, or I can just not have spell immunity.
So, Archie, what did you pick up at level 7?
4th rank spells.
Yep.
Which are big. It also means
Big if true.
what was 4th rank spells? There's something important about 4th rank spells, and I don't remember what. Oh yeah, we can pick up fly if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Oh, master. That's the cool thing about 4th rank, level 7. I am now a master diplomancer.
You're a master diplomancer now?
Exactly. And it feels good.
Though, chat does bring up a good point about spell immunity. You can upcast it to make it more likely to counteract.
Yeah, but it's my bloodline spell. I want to be casting it in combat.
Oh, I see what the problem is here.
Yeah, it's a bad bloodline spell.
There's a couple that are like that where you're just like, why? Why?
The rest of them fit perfectly. Like, Sure Strike. It's 1 action to get your bloodline effect. Resist energy. Not great, but you're going to be casting it. You can cast it in combat when you find out a dude's slinging persistent damage at you.
So you cast... Okay. So you cast spell immunity at the start of the day, because if I remember right, it lasts for 24 hours. Or
Yeah, daily preparations.
Yeah, daily preparations. You get your bloodline power for like the next 60 seconds.
6 seconds. 6 seconds.
And then you're donezo.
Until level 20. 6 seconds.
Yeah, alright. That was definitely a choice, I guess. Maybe it's
which is why
spell.
cross-blooded evolution is when you don't know how sorcerers work, you're like, oh, I get to pick a different spell. Okay, cool, whatever. Until you come across this scenario where you go, oh, I get to pick a different spell. So I can take like Dispel Magic or something, or someone else's cool spell, and use that instead.
Yeah, no, Chad, not the most thought out choice, is it? It's something I've run into recently when writing up my own wizard curriculums, where it's just like, I could pick this spell because it fits the theme. but it's never going to be cast.
What's the Worm Blessed one? The Worm Blessed one is like so more fitting for sorcerer.
So
I think it's the draconic scale, not draconic, chromatic scales.
Also, remember that Wormbless came out well after Draconic.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying it's a much cooler spell.
And Sola, level 7.
Yep. Took Master in Medicine, so hopefully that'll help.
No more medicine failures?
You can now that is factually incorrect.
Yeah,
Nick can reach for higher DCs now.
We know better than that. I'm a cleric, so I got all of the 4th rank spells.
Every single one of them?
Every single one. The
And
ones
you
I'm
choose none of them.
most excited about are Vital Beacon, which I will be casting every day, if it works how I'm hoping it'll work.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think I know that one.
And another beam weapon.
Oh,
Yay!
God.
That's very cool.
Wait.
I believe I know
for-
exactly which spell that is.
I think I know which one it is as well. And I'm kind of terrified to know what you've called it.
It's the same. It's the same beam that Marty used, right?
No.
No.
No. This one has a blinding light. That's not Mata.
Because I know, yeah. No, I think I know which one it is. That's going to be fun
I don't
to
know.
see.
Marty's wrapped up in quite a lot of stuff.
No, that is also very true.
You don't know. You don't know my style.
But yeah. Sorry, I'm just remembering Season of Ghosts last night and the amount of times I just screwed up a roll on Arboreal.
You rolled terrible last night.
It was really terrible.
I
But
was not that bad.
when I had to do the big fiery dive thing, the blazing dive, that all worked out great.
That did.
It was a cool dive.
Did well.
Just, I'm gonna leave
Even
it.
though you are a plant man and you set yourself on fire, I guess.
It's okay, I had an umbrella.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, that's absolutely how it works.
Mary Poppins would have been a very different movie.
Probably. Well, we're still kind of waiting on... Yeah, no, Toast, that was kind of me last night. I couldn't roll above a 5. Or worse, I would get like an 8, and I'd miss, and it would be a failure, but like 1 or 2. It was terrible. But,
Yeah.
The amount of times you re-rolled and got the exact same number.
fucking... Ah.
If we do have a little bit more time, I'm getting a little bit of buyer's remorse. But so,
Oh,
Matt,
yeah?
if I get the Deft Hands feat as my general feat, we haven't played a session of level 7 yet, so ignoring the fact I didn't do my due diligence as a player and research what feat I wanted over the week. But would it be in the spirit of Deft Hands to, as a free action, let go of one of my hands off my pickaxe to shove someone and then use Deft Hands to put it back on as a free action within a turn? Is that kind of how it's intended to be used?
Releasing your grip on a weapon is a free action.
Mm-hmm.
So, after
It's
you've
just
done
not clear
that,
to me because like free actions can't use the same trigger, but I'm not sure what the trigger would be in this instance.
well, it's not so much a trigger in this instance, it's
Yeah.
just a free action to interact, and you choose how you interact. So yeah, that would be fine.
Lovely. So releasing as a free action, then grabbing it again as a free action with the feet is fine
Yeah.
in the one turn. All right. In that case, may I pretty please change out Combat Climber to Deft Hands from Sinclair's?
You absolutely can.
Beautiful, thank you. I don't know if it's in the compendium, but I will just make a note of that and we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Fucking bias over here by our GM.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Like, imagine being able
It's
to
not
use...
like I'm playing the poster class for Sinclair's or anything. I can use Sinclair's feats to really sell it or anything. But
Well, speaking of that, I do have some news. So I am forging ahead on my own project now.
Yay.
I have gathered together a few other writers and peeps that I met for my time at Sinclair's, and we're kind of starting our own little writers thing, our own little press. I'm not sure.
Club. Oh.
I'm not really sure what to call it as yet, but where it's going to be Australian led. I'm I'm currently at the helm of it and a little bit terrified. There are a couple of announcements of collaborations that we're already starting to join in with that will be coming, but until we've completely figured out the details, I don't want to start talking about that. But the first project that we are currently working on is Legendary Luminaries, the Hallucinist, which will be a archetype called the Hallucinist with a one-shot that showcases its skills and abilities that people will be able
I
to
must be
use.
seeing things.
Neat.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we've been working really hard on it. And it won't be the last thing that we're working on. Where I have Dan, like I'm working with Dan from Dan Talks Games. For those who are familiar, so you know this is going to be it's going to be interesting.
You sound like as if it was through gritted teeth.
Well, no, because between the two of us, we have a lot of big ideas. So we definitely need someone around to kind of just be like, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. But no, it's actually... There has been a very big of a lull when it comes to my actual design work. And it's really great to actually be able to be jumping into some proper design work again. I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff we're doing. Because we're going to be doing adventures for Pathfinder Infinite. Those who are involved with the Podge will have already encountered some of them. Because I've ran the first scenario for Embassy for the Dead through there, which apparently people enjoyed.
Yeah, Absalom's getting an Undead Embassy, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The feedback apparently was really good, so I'm really happy with that. But I think that's it for me for announcements. If Sunshine shows up, we will ask them how their leveling up went. But otherwise, who remembers what happened last week?
Fought a witch.
A witch. Well,
Indeed.
a muscle witch.
She seems distinctly well, I don't want to say bad at her job, but like she was just not, she's not very good.
Let's give people some hero points. Boop.
Did she kill any of our allies last night? Last week?
No, we kept the wizard alive.
You did actually
No,
really
did
well.
she kill any of her allies? Or was that
No, I
just the
remember-
spark back accident
someone-
from last night?
Oh, I don't know.
That was an amusing accident.
That was a lot of fun.
Someone got like petrified in coral. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
True.
I'm glad that got that pulled through. That was awesome.
I'm glad it worked as well. That was an NPC
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I might not like it when NPCs do things, but you know, when it works, it works.
We had that elevator auto-scroller scene, which was pretty awesome.
That was fun.
I do love an auto-scroller in a tabletop RPG.
Defenestrated, the newest arcade game.
Well, I'm glad people enjoyed it. There was a part of me
Presented to
that
you by Tabletop Obscura.
there was a part of me that wanted a like a motion effect to be happening at the same time, but I couldn't figure it out in time.
If anything, it probably would have given people motion sickness.
Well, that was my other consideration. And I figured if I just kind of put you on a stone dais and darken the area around you, it should be fine. And I feel like it worked out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now everyone's been updated to level 7.
Hooray.
Yes.
And who do we have? Mosh, Archie, and Solar have all been granted hero points.
Hooray.
Thanks, Lacutas. We love you.
We love you and your channel points. Because it means we're not inferior.
What do you mean inferior? Just means
It means that we suck at rolling dice, and we need crutches in order to succeed in life.
Speak for yourself.
I
Oh,
will, but I'd like you to make a piece on your dice rolls, please.
No.
the fun thing about level 7 as a Thanator is that my Adrenaline Surge, the focus one, where I get previously a deadly D8 on my dice, now it's a deadly D12 on a critical. So now I have fatal D12 and deadly D12 on my pickaxe, which is very exciting.
That makes it very
hell?
easy to roll your dice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, lots of D12s. It's a very
That's a lot of
satisfying
damage.
dice to roll.
That's going to be very interesting when you get a major strike. Is it major? No, greater
Vicious
striking
swing.
rune.
A great striking rune. Oh yeah. What level's that? Can we hit the level for that? Is that like
That's
a level
11, I think.
15? It's 11. Okay, yeah.
I know it's not level 7, and that will become very obvious why very soon. But I know you get striking. I know you get +2 before the end of this adventure.
+2 is 10, striking is 12.
So not sure about the greater striking.
That's a lot of damage die.
That is a
Yeah.
lot.
Only 3 of them get doubled if I do vicious swing though. Yeah, I roll 5d12 and only 3 of them get doubled. Only.
Only 5d12. Only.
Well, you get your when you get the greater striking, you get an extra fatal and an extra deadly die, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I think striking only affects the base weapon dice. But like, let's just get a preview of what that's gonna look like.
I'm pretty sure the
Oh, that's a
trait
pretty terrible roll, but-
improves.
That's a terrible roll, she says, as she rolls 57.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll another one just for shits and giggles. I could do this all day in Foundry. Like, just sit here and just spam.
There we go.
Oh, there we
86.
go. Yeah, I realized that the top damage I can roll with this current setup is 96, so just shy of 3 digits, but
This increases to 2 dice if the weapon has a greater striking rune, and 3 dice if it has a major striking. That feels new.
is that vicious swing?
No, that's deadly.
Deadly.
I thought
Has it changed to the remaster? Anyway, yes, our players last week successfully stopped a siege on the Emergence, a wizard's tower, a magic tower on the northern edge of the Pulseless Archipelago. They were at the Emergence in pursuit of kind of knowledge, because our dear captain had received a prophecy that a extra-dimensional creature lying in a kind of half dimension or half plane between worlds was waking up, and if it were to wake up, it would destroy the world, or at least, destroy a good section of it. And they kind of don't want that because they live there.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think they did rewrite deadly.
It's like that in Foundry, yeah. Anyway. Good times will be had.
Good
Let's just
times
put that
will
one.
be had. And while the tower was under siege, apparently some sort of invasion had happened from at the bottom of the tower, where the ley node was, and our pirates were able to get to the bottom and defeat the hag that was there.
We used the red orb to save Kyogre. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong game.
I still can't believe I accidentally did that. Ah,
Oh,
but
channel defining moment right there.
oh god, can you tell I'm a fan of Pokemon? Anyway.
I mean, it's a great series. We had a great discussion about it during the week on the hijinks server.
We did. It's a mouse.
A Tandy mouse.
No, I'm just looking at Nick drawing stuff.
I think that's a rat, actually.
I don't know what that is.
Something sneezing. But
Ooh.
in the wake of defeating the hag and calming down the ley node, Lothan asks you back up to the top of the tower, so that you could all kind of collect yourselves. Once you're up there, he thanks you and says, if you could assist us in staying for a day or two until some reinforcements arrive. I don't think they will try something like this again, but just in case.
I have no objections.
Why has he got ears, though, Nick?
That's his eyes.
Shrimp can... yeah, no, okay.
I can't unsee the ears, though.
Chat, this is why you don't give your players the drawing tools.
It's alright. I was listening to your NPC, Matt.
Yeah,
I
stay here,
was-
it's fine.
Could I don't know, does anyone want to pilot Sunshine in particular? Otherwise I'll just give her a long rest, I suppose.
You're
but
the marshal.
give him a long rest. I am the marshal. I don't know how to use minions though, but that's fine.
I
Wow.
got lumped with Nick's spell list. You get to learn Juliet's character.
That's fair.
Nothing's wrong with my spell list.
It's confusing.
It's
You're
confusing for a
confusing.
lot.
Alright.
You get them drunk, then give them the drawing tools. No. Actually, I don't think any of us are real heavy drinkers here either.
I'm a teetotaler.
Not at the moment.
I have
Yeah.
a rare drink on an occasion.
I have a drink on occasion, then within a few hours immediately regret it.
I'm mostly just too poor.
Yeah, that's very fair. Would I be able to get the keys to Sunshine, please?
The keys to sunshine? Oh, that's terrifying.
Just press the button and sunshine just lights up twice.
Wow.
Chirk, chirk.
That would be good.
Jules can be owner temporarily.
That's an interesting way to describe a player's inventory.
I remember you gave Tyler temporary, in quotation marks, ownership of Nathana. Then, like 3 sessions later, he grabbed Nathana to do a little dance with Harry, and I was like, "What? No."
Well, it is one of the cool things about being the GM, where I could do stuff like this. And just kind of rotate people around if I want.
I'm not
Get
a banana,
rotated,
Matt.
idiot.
I'm not sure where the rats are and how the rats work, so no rats today.
They can
The
get
rats are in
dragged
the
out
coat
when you do.
pockets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No,
Good
no,
lord, what?
no, sunshine just keeps them in there. It's fine.
Oh my lord. Sunshine's inventory is next level.
As in organized or a mess?
Just everything. It's a Mary Poppins bag in here.
Yeah, no, look, the way Juliet described it, it's Sunshine just kind of collects things.
He's got a whole ass candelabra in here, just like Mary Poppins.
Where did we even get a candelabra from?
I don't know. You know how this works. Like, what did Bill do with Combi? He just
I
put
don't want to
random.
know what Bill did with Compy.
He just put random stuff inside Combi. Every now and again, players will just put random stuff in their equipment, and like,
Mhm.
if it's got
I'd like to point out Halcyon's inventory was immaculate until the start of each day.
yeah, then it becomes a mess again.
But
But
when you're a 20th level PC with the ability to make alchemical tools, gotta
Either
find
way.
somewhere to put 40 bulk worth of stuff.
everyone can rest up because there's
Hooray!
all this candelabra. Okay. But in the morning, or when you've all kind of woken up, had breakfast, all that other fun stuff, Lothan will ask you into his office again, and he'll say, "Well, overnight, while all of you were resting, I talked to some of the other scholars here, and we all decided that it would be a good idea to reward you for your efforts. I think without you, we would not still be here. I think the tower would have been lost.
Pirates.
So, by way of payment,
Oh, we're simple people. We don't need payment. That's fine. We're
oh,
just happy
okay,
to do
that's fine. I'll just delete that then."
Indeed. Yeah, just delete that. We'll be off on our way. Enjoy your siege.
it.
But no, he presents you with a bunch of items.
Oh, well, let's have a look. Tentacle cannon. Oh.
Wrong game, Matt. Wrong game.
How is it the wrong
to be on a-
game?
You need to be on a different website for that.
How is it the wrong game? It is the right game for a tentacle cannon.
I'm pretty sure I unsubscribed from that tag on Steam.
Hmm. Alright, friends. Do we think the aim-aiding rune is one for Mosh? Because it's for a frontliner, I'm assuming.
In routing ranged attacks aimed at enemy around you, unify enemies cover against.
Because Sunshine has reach. So what do we think?
Cool.
for-
That's a decision, isn't it?
It's for anyone.
It's for anyone.
It's kind of for anyone, but at the same, well,
It means you're not. It means you're not an obstruction.
Exactly. Yeah.
and you do get lodged more often than most people.
Well, it's happened twice.
I think it's only happened
Uh,
Sunshine
Do
once.
I get to select? That's at 6th level. I get to select that.
Oh, is that right, Solar?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one's gonna argue with you.
Alright.
I'd like to see them try.
They're also happy to provide the services to put any runes and stuff on your equipment and gear that you need, or that you are short on.
Let me just have a quick look at what we're supposed to be hitting in terms of our rune benchmarks.
But yeah, otherwise, you've already taken the aim aiding. I wish they would have a better name for it. The Traveler's Any tool is pretty cool. I like it.
Of
Yeah.
course you would.
What? I
If you
like
could
my
actually see
crafting.
what it does now that it's out of the stash, but that's fine.
There's
Pretty
also
much what it says on the tin.
Okay.
This-
Sorry, screwdriver. Let's see.
the Spellguard Blade is fun. It is a... I'm not going to pronounce that. It's one of the parrying daggers.
Gouge.
Main, is it a gouge or a gauche?
I'm gonna say gouge.
So
Goosh.
gouge.
But if you're using the parry action for it, the +1 circumstance bonus to AC also applies to your saving throws against magical effects.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to the party stash. Okay, I see. I thought Mosh was just taking that for themselves.
No, no, no. I would never.
The tentacle
Maybe I
cannon
can-
is just a fun one I like to give people. Because, you know, it does a
Yeah.
lot.
Let's put all this in the stash and then we'll figure this out later.
I can see the decanter going to Sunshine.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Fresh water.
Yeah, okay. Can't wait for that argument, Matt.
The cursed version specifically is salt water.
Wow, I went to Wikipedia for a minute and the emergence has now been looted.
Apparently, if you yeah, it's right. It's in the stash now. But apparently, if you turn the stopper as you rotate it, creates salt water in the decanter.
Ooh, did I miss
Yeah.
that? Pulling stopper straight out creates fresh water, and rotating it as you pull creates salt water. Well, there you go.
All right, it'll be one for sunshine.
Do
Then.
you regret your choices?
Oh god, no.
Okay.
I was actually awaiting the argument, and I just wanted the argument from someone. I would do the whole song and dance of, oh, I'm not sure about that, and then go, yeah, sure, do a check.
Clockwork diving suit?
Yep. Lufin says, yeah, no, it's, not really magical at all, but, our people were kind of working on it as a kind of a side project, and figured it would work out. Like, you'll get more use out of it than we will, especially with where you're going.
Oh, what the hell?
That is anywhere but here, eventually.
That is some heavy light armor.
It is pretty hefty. I think it first appeared in not Agents of Edgewatch, Outlaws of Arkansas as well, and it's just like, oh, okay. Weird piece of equipment for that, but alright.
Here, remove any chance of you doing anything on land. That check penalty is awful.
Not supposed to be easy to navigate in. But yeah, you can figure out what to do with all that equipment. I get the feeling Sunshine's probably going to go for the Spellguard Blade.
Alright. I'll pop that in as well.
Just because Sunshine uses work in progress, which is a one-handed one. Otherwise, as you're kind of having this conversation, there's a couple of casual cannon shots that have been happening off and on.
Yep.
but they suddenly kind of stop, and
It's a rough neighborhood.
Lothar kind of perks up a little bit and
Our
goes,
housing prices.
"Oh no! The value of the tower has gone down." He goes over to the giant window that overlooks the ocean out to where the siege has been happening. And as he looks to the sky, we see a dozen airships begin to descend from the cloud cover.
Can Mosh do a perception check to determine their allegiance?
You
Yeah.
absolutely can.
I hope these are our ones.
It'd be awkward if it wasn't.
Yeah, it'd be real awkward if none of us picked up Fly.
Oh no, the tower's about to be destroyed. Whatever will it do?
mean-
Mush.
Fly only affects you.
They're flying Miranda Bay flags.
Alright.
Huzzah!
In particular, the ship at the front appears to be the Cloud Skimmer, which is
It's
Captain
the-
Tayer's flagship vessel.
That lady.
And once they're within, shall we say, bombing range, they open fire on the Crown vessels. And we quickly learn why the Crown has kind of both been afraid and envious of the airship cover, or the airships in general, because they simply do not have the means to fight back against such a force.
I mean, yeah, that's why aircraft carriers and stuff have so many guns on them.
Yeah.
So that they just don't get bombed.
There are a couple of attempts made from the ships below, ballista, that kind of thing. A couple of mortars are attempted, but you get the feeling that at this point the airships are well practiced at staying out of range of this, and they have gravity on their side.
Be a hell of a time if they suddenly found out the Empire had the Crown had sea whizzes. Have you heard those things?
Sea
They're
whizzes?
terrifying. I will get you a video of a sea whiz.
As we see the fight kind of continuing on, the Cloud Skimmer begins to come a little bit closer, and we watch a bright blue flash happen from one of the Crown ships as a thunderbolt kind of launches out towards her ship and appears to kind of just fizzle out mid-air as various wards and sigils appear around the ship. And
Smart.
shortly thereafter, we hear another crack of thunder, and the offending Crown ship is split in two by lightning. And then, yep,
With Mosh's predict weather feat, does he gather that that's unusual?
this is not natural weather occurrences.
Right. Okay. It's like that would have been a mighty fine coincidence.
Additionally, the forecast for today was not cloudy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It was supposed to be a clear day.
He just nods knowingly, like, magic.
Yeah, magic. What's more unfair than the ability to fly? The ability to fly with wizards.
Yeah.
And to, casually
think
control
anyway.
the weather. But, does anyone have any comments before I continue?
No.
What other Crown ships looking like they're sticking around to fight, or are they going to attempt to flee?
They're in full escape/fleeing.
I see.
They are going to be running away, because they know
How
where
are
they're
the-
outmatched.
Illusions holding.
The illusions are not holding well.
Cool. Well, doesn't seem like there's going to be anything to do on that part.
If only there was some kind of hallucinologist.
That can help us out with these illusions.
I don't want them to help us out with the illusions. We want them to fade.
We want them gone, damn it. A couple of minutes pass as the air fleet begins to split off in pursuit of the Crown ships, but Captain Tear's ship kind of stays nearby. And we see a couple of magical sigils appear on the ground nearby before she appears in the room. And for those who don't remember, kind of reddy black hair, kept tied back in a ponytail, rough pirate levers for the most part with the overcoat, but her pretty much underneath the coat is completely festooned with various magical firearms. All pistols, most of them probably spell guns, but no one is the same. Each one's
Mesa.
a different build, a different design. Kind of like that's not where I got the idea from, but just
Hey man,
If the shoe
Julie's
fits.
with regulators is a fantastic look, particularly when you then decide to equip a redeemer, so you now have 5 guns.
God.
Sorry, no, 6 guns.
More darker,
Is-
more darker.
is great fun. It's very silly.
This is what I get for playing Warframe, by the way.
Yeah.
It has been a lot of fun, though. I currently have it on the pause screen off to my left. But,
Despicable.
Just casually gonna run a few Lith relics while we.
while we're on break, while we're in the mid-break,
Yeah.
no. But no, she appears in the room and goes, "Hi, sorry for the late arrival. I wasn't aware
What-
that there was as much danger going on as there is. Sorry, Lothan."
It's been great fun here, hasn't it, boys?
Having trouble with your accent there, Archie?
No.
But no, look, seriously, thank you all for coming to the aid of the Emergence. From what I've been informed, though, you didn't come here to help out?
Nope.
No way! We're so helpful. That was always the plan.
Yeah, no, totes, absolutely.
We just came here for some research.
Captain, why did we come here?
Aye. We've been coming here for some research purposes. We've been looking into these ley lines, as they be called.
Oh, that's right.
Something pulse arc. Juliet's got all the notes.
Oh, let's have a look here.
But yes, we came here to investigate more about the details about the actual pulse, the prophecy, and what to do about that. We got a brief when we got to the tower from the guy about Grey Ogre, as I'm going to call him now. And that he's kind of locked underneath the Emergence. And something about what is it? This something to do with the color blue. I don't remember the specific name that you used.
The Azure Petitioner.
That one. That's the one. See, I remembered it wasn't just the blue boy. It was a specific blue.
So, the Azure Petitioner their position was to speak for the Pulses Archipelago, to kind of monitor the ley line and make sure Kairogi stayed
Omega
asleep.
Ruby Alpha Sapphire, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
So,
Horus.
the Sea Lorax spoke for Horus. Wonderful.
And it is inferred that the Sea Lorax is now blue and is attached to our ship.
And also,
and that's because people didn't like the Sea Lorax.
no,
Because the Sea Lorax went and tried to fight people after the end of the last war.
yes. When a ceasefire was actually called, though no official ceasefire, was kind of a handshake agreement. The Pirate Council met to be like, okay, do we take the deal or not? Blue said no. We need to push the advantage, so they never attempt this ever again. And she was outvoted. Captain Tear was one of the ones who voted against her.
That's why we're here.
Because you were
And now
trying
he
to
was
find
like-
information.
Yeah, and now he's like, yeah, you gotta go find the Azure Positioner. And we're like, man, that's gonna be a real hard quest.
So much trouble. You're gonna have to give us extra gold for us to do this. You know, supply the whole thing.
I don't know why I didn't do that.
Well, he did just give you a whole bunch of stuff, but that was the main gist of it. And now Captain Tear's kind of standing there, and she goes, "Well, Lothan, I'm going to be keeping a ship nearby from now on, and by nearby I mean within eyesight of the Emergence, so this never happens again. Otherwise, Captain Archie,
Yar.
can we speak in private for a moment, Captain to Captain? You're the one who said I wanted to be captain.
Oh, I didn't.
What do you mean, no, you didn't?
Pretty sure I just got delegated the role. You have most charisma, therefore you captain.
I mean, kind of how it works, doesn't it?
Well, you're not wrong.
But she gestures to one of the side rooms.
Alright, everyone close your eyes. Yes, side rooms.
So, you join her?
Yes. Are you going to teleport me, or does...
Oh no, we're just... I mean, I could take you to a different map, but I think it'll be fine.
We'll survive.
That would be unnecessary load times, and besides, we would be bereft of the Canada shrimp.
I'd like to point out, you could have, like, inverted and had the legs on this side of it, and it would look far more shrimpy.
Yeah, but it needed eyes. They got them eyes that are on top of their head. All squiggly squiggly.
Where's my free drop? There it is. There. Could have put eyes there.
God.
That's terrible.
Archie,
Me!
once you're in the private room and the door is closed,
6 guns are now bearing at you.
I mean, I was tempted, but no.
6 bears are now gunning at you.
She takes a seat on the couch and immediately kind of deflates and looks very exhausted.
Well, that was... What's taking the wind out of your sails?
Regret, mostly. I want to speak with you, Captain the Captain, because there's some things that we shouldn't show our crew. Weakness, for one thing. That's more of a personal thing. I'm not going to impinge on your own captaining style.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts back to Mosh and Sola just having a conversation. Did you see he almost cried the last time he got hit? It was hilarious.
Tears welled up and everything.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna go there. I'll leave you as is.
She takes off her hat and kind of turns it around in her hands a couple of times and kind of says, you know, when you're a captain of a ship, the orders, they're all yours. When you're working for the crown, and she looks at you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have to worry about the consequences too much. Because you can blame it on your higher-ups. You can shift the blame as long as you have a good enough standing in society. You know, you'll be fine. But it's different for us, isn't it, Captain?
Go on.
Every call we make, every decision, that's on us. We can't shift the blame. We can't give it to other people. Our
So what's
standing is based off of how our crew perceive us.
So what you're saying is, every move we make, every step we take,
Mhm.
they'll be watching us?
To put it bluntly, we're always being watched.
At least Jules acknowledged it.
No, I acknowledged it too. That was why I did the heavy sigh. Such a fucking creepy song.
It is. If you when I mean, yeah, when you look into the lyrics.
Yeah, no, it's the police had some very had some song lyrics that were like, why aren't the police being called?
It can I mean, it can it's one of those ones where it can swing both ways.
Yeah. But
Like if you come at it with the this person doesn't know this other person, then it's creepy. But if there is a thing, then it's yeah.
anyway, she continues and goes, look, Bartholomew made his choice, and he was killed for it. Asher, I think the consequences of his decision are coming. And I feel like I'm being faced with the consequences of my actions now.
Asher is the snaky people, yes?
Correct.
And Bartholomew's the dead guy.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But
Matt, do I
yep.
remember anything about her name from the Crown perspective?
From the Crown perspective,
Yes.
I want to say give me a Dorton lore or society check.
what the robot's for. Do you want this to be secret?
No, we can make it public. That way, if you fuck it up, you can use a hero point. Why can't you roll badly on this stuff?
Because it's lore. We want to know. The viewers want to know, Matt.
This information must be told.
Mhm.
Captain Tear is considered one of the top enemies of the Crown.
Mhm.
From what you know and from what you understand, that's mostly because of political pressures. She hasn't actually done too much, if anything, to the Crown. Even during the last war, her involvements were mostly fear-based. Like, her airships would show up on the horizon and everyone would just fuck off. But, you know, particularly the Crown Archives and the Navy wants to get a hold of one of her airships. Because they want to reverse engineer how it's done.
Oh, I was going for more the. She said when you worked for the Crown, you could push blame. I was digging down that line.
Digging down that line?
Yeah.
There is rumors that suggest that once upon a time she was a part of the Crown Navy. But
Mhm.
at the same point, that's not unusual for Miranda Bay pirates.
Yeah.
You know, you get sick of getting paid nothing to do all the work. Eventually, piracy looks a lot better.
Yeah. When you're a professional pirate,
That's what the job's about.
you don't have to wear a suit.
But, she continues, I feel like I can start making up for those mistakes now. Because a long time ago, when a friend of mine warned me of a coming disaster, I ignored her. And Lothan has been trying to warn me for years now that another disaster is coming, and I've been ignoring him too. I think it's time I stop ignoring people. She stands up, and
Just before you go, I don't remember. Can Blue see through my eyes / hear?
it is unclear, but it has been suggested.
Cool. Any emotions that are somehow running through me that aren't mine at the moment?
Give me a perception check.
Sense emotion internally.
Yeah, no, look.
Self-reflection. Man, that needs a perception check.
You do get a... You've never had a familiar, but you kind of understand how the principle vaguely works.
Mm.
Like, it's not a full link, but you get kind of empathic pulses. And yeah, you're kind of getting a it's not full-blown anger. It's like just this seething, low boil anger. Like there's no hatred there. It's just, you know, you look at the person across the room and you just kind of
Just like, oh, you reckon you made a mistake?
You fucked up.
I'm a little brat stole, and this is all your fault.
But
God. That kind of anger.
That kind of anger. She unlatches one of her bandoliers. And she passes it to you.
Man, this is a terrible game of strip poker. Keep going.
She says, you're going to find a chest in the hold of your ship. It's filled with gold.
She's been on our ship. What? That feels a bit invasive.
Yeah, that's rude, but sure.
You don't know if she's been on your ship or not.
How else are you supposed to put... You know what? Let's not go there.
Look, it's
You're inferring.
It's yours to do with what you like. And look, next time you talk to Blue, tell her I'm sorry. I don't expect forgiveness, but if I knew what they were going to do, I would have tried to stop them. And once I found out, I should have done more. At this point, it doesn't take a perception check to see that she is holding back some tears. You get the general impression she's been holding on to this regret for a very long time, and this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
But
is there a table next to me?
There is.
Actually, you know what? No. I will move towards her and motion to put the bandolier back on and give her a hug whilst doing it.
No, it's supposed to be a gift for you.
I don't need a gun. I got one.
You don't have to use it yourself. You could give it to one of your crewmen.
Matt, I want you to zoom in on this screen here real quick.
Yep.
Nick doesn't use a gun. He's got eye beams. Look at Mush.
Yeah, no.
Look at that face. Does that look like the face of someone that's going to go and shoot someone in cold blood? No, he's going to warm up first and swack him with a massive anchor.
Yeah, no.
And Sunshine's just got a tentacle cannon.
Well, we don't know if Sunshine's going to keep that.
Sunshine is absolutely going to use that tentacle cannon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's same with the decanter of water.
Yeah. Like, Sunshine's used the alchemist flamethrower. You give him you give Juliet something fun to use, she'll use it.
Mosh deposits the tentacle cannon in the body.
No, I just got mixed up with my character sheets.
Okay. So you don't want the gift?
I mean, what is the gift if you put it in the chest so I know what the hell it is?
Where is it? Because I did actually do this earlier. There we go.
Ah. Ooh. Spark gun. Spell gun. I'm reading.
In particular, the holster gives you a free lesser torrent spell gun that you can use once per fight, essentially.
Can I... Question.
Yep.
Can I draw it like a finger gun? Use it to fire the spell gun?
No, it's an actual object.
Oh, boo. Just imagine you stick your hand in a holster, pull it out, and then shoot water at someone with a finger gun.
I mean, hydraulic push.
You need a wand for that. Just finger gun them.
Yo. But yes,
Finger guns are great.
you don't have to take it if you don't want it.
I mean, it's 390 GP. It was nothing to turn the nose up at.
You're just gonna sell it then?
No.
I mean, it's fine if you do. I'm not gonna be bitter about it.
Airing itself?
Now, the holster itself might need some editorial work on it. It is something that's being worked on for a future thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she will replace her hat and she will take your hug. You get the feeling that she doesn't get hugs often and isn't 100% sure what to do about it. And there's definitely a feeling of kind of weight there as you kind of feel several pistols press against you.
Oh, was that what those were?
After the hug is kind of awkwardly finished, she kind of brushes herself off a bit and goes, well, look, Captain Archie, you're a good captain. You're already starting to get a little bit of a reputation. Great Nuata thinks very fondly of you, apparently. As in, he mentions you at all and not with anger.
That's the big dragon turtle.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cheaty. I feel like I get a cheat pass on that one.
You do kind of get a cheap pass on it, and it's kind of rated into the background information for the adventure path that, you know, if someone is like dragon-blooded, then they're somewhat related. Even if they're a kobold or something like that, it's like a distant relative or something. But look, you're a good captain. Be good to your crew. And know that weal or woe, the call is always yours to make.
Yar.
Yar? I'm sorry, I've never been up in the whole... Like, I'm definitely a pirate, but the whole... Anyway. She leaves the room after kind of composing herself a little bit. Once she comes back, she goes, well, do you have any other questions for me? Like, does your crew have any questions for me?
Yeah, what level do we get an airship?
Level 12.
Yes!
Actually, no. Level 10, you're probably going to get your access to your first airship.
The fleet is coming together.
Oh, yeah.
Rightio. I don't.
Well,
Does Solar or Mosh have any questions for the Sky Lady?
I just tag along, you know?
just in with the flow.
Yeah.
Here of the ride.
I mean, Mush is a character designed to just jump in the middle of a campaign and not know what the fuck is going on and be okay with that, so...
I feel you're doing well with that.
Swing.
Show up and hit things, that's what I'm doing.
They do yes, chat, they do have access to a pirate bay. Not the pirate bay, but a pirate bay. Well, at this point, Lothan will say, if you're pursuing this curse, breaking this curse on Blue,
We never told him about Blue.
No, let me finish. Jeez. If you manage to find Blue, you'll be looking for the Breathless Trench. We're not sure where that is. I've been actually looking for my book for the last couple of hours I had a lot of notes written down, and stuff like that, but I can't find my book anymore where I had it all written down.
What book was it written in?
Well, I had like this journal thing. I was compiling research, and I can't seem to find it. I think it must have gotten lost within the combat that was happening. But I know there is a small village, floating village nearby, by the name of Coralsunder. I do know that some of the scholars like to go there from time to time to talk to the people there. He doesn't do the motion, but he uses the verbal equivalent of quotation marks there.
For around the talk part, I assume.
More the people part.
Oh, wait, what?
Even by standards
What is-
of pirates, the people there are not savory. They're
Sweet?
Captain Terrad steps in and goes, they're pretty evil.
Ah, got it, umami.
We know that the Sunken Coven has an outpost there, or at least has people that kind of sit there in the village. Otherwise, demon worshippers, all sorts of other fiendish things. They like being somewhat detached from everything, and they use that to their advantage.
Sounds
There's
like a bundle of joy.
You should have fun. With any luck, someone will have some information. Don't be afraid to like bash some heads in, yeah? She says.
Ow. Just hurt myself. Which... Do I have any reason to bash heads in here for fun?
Well, for you in particular, you get by with a smile and a handshake.
Yeah.
So you can do that kind of thing. But otherwise, she says, well, this has been great, but I should get back to my ship.
Aye aye, Captain.
She gives you a nod, Captain Archie, and then
Nod.
she kind of teleports away. You will specifically notice that she is the one casting the spell. Dispel magic.
That's the skill feat that I was potentially wanting.
Trick magic item.
No, recognize spell.
Ah. Because if you want to identify a spell that's not currently prepared,
Yeah,
that's what you'd need.
that's correct. And this thing doesn't do shit if you don't know what spell to use it against. Stupid spell.
But it's one of your bloodline spells.
I know, and it costs 2 actions and doesn't do anything.
Look, there are uses for it. For instance, if you think you're being watched or someone is using scrying on you, that's something you can use it against. Though the GM is probably inclined to be like, yeah, I'm just going to do that secretly. And then at some point during the session just be like, hey, so spell immunity has been used. And then everyone's kind of like, wait, what? But if you want to make any final preparations, now's your time to do that.
I don't think so.
They will resupply your ship.
Hooray!
Because it has been brought closer to the tower now. Because I don't think anyone really liked that. But supply the ship. Otherwise, unless there's any reason you want to stick around, You can set sail when ready.
Is there any reason for us to stick around?
This is your chance to kind of get your runes and equipment all set and sorted, because it is entirely possible you will not be back to civilization before the end of the book.
Oh.
This is me doing my due diligence as a GM.
Shopping episode it is.
Well, not necessarily shopping, just the casters here are more than happy to kind of put any runes on any equipment that needs doing. I will talk to Juliet at some point during the week to get that sorted, because I don't think she's actually responded yet. No. I imagine, considering it's like 2 or 3 a.m. there, she's just sleeping.
Yeah.
And good thing too.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold that against her, not in the slightest.
No.
Also, any kind of consumables and that kind of thing, you can also pick them up. Otherwise, setting sail?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do we, is there a possibility of taking a break a little bit early? Because I just need to really go to the bathroom.
Actually, this is probably a good point to take the beach episodes, yeah.
There are lots of beaches in littoral areas.
You get to use the littoral lore. But yes, this is probably a good time to take a break, because we can kind of get to what will be happening on the open ocean and all that other fun stuff. But we're going to take a short little 10-minute bio break. I'm probably going to refill my coffee, stretch our legs.
That's so weird, man. So weird.
What, coffee?
Never done that before. Yeah.
Stretching legs.
Well, if I don't stretch my legs, I get cramps.
Fair enough.
Fucking, I hate getting older. I really do. But we shall be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going to run like a 3-minute ad so Twitch stays off my back. Otherwise, we'll do the midpoint hero point. Maybe, because everyone's kind of full at the moment. Maybe I'll just give myself a villain point for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give myself a villain point for fun.
We've only got 2 hero points.
Only? All
Yeah,
right.
there's room for more. Just don't still.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you then, everyone.
Terrible thing that we've been shown.
Hello!
Sorry.
We are back.
Hello.
Yeah, no, look, yeah, look, I don't know.
What a thing to have presented to us just before coming back, Jules.
To answer your question though, Jules, and it's gonna be great because chat will have no context for this.
Yeah, I don't think people can wear that many bandoliers.
Look, I think you can get better quality maps for the same price elsewhere.
Like, for example, who, Matt?
For example,
It sounded like you said, like, for example, human map.
Yeah, well, that's true.
for
That
instance,
is a human.
this particular map is by Chepeku.
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored. It's not any of that kind of stuff. It's just, you know,
Yet.
I really like their maps and stuff. I would love to be sponsored by them. Last time they did an open call, I put my name down for it. I did this whole pitch for it. I didn't get an email back. But I get the feeling it's because my following's a little bit too small. But that's fine. We grow, we develop, we do cool shit. And we have fun here, which is the most important part. Well, at least I hope we have fun. It'd be awkward if we didn't. But, and look, there's Moonlit maps as well, or Moonlight maps. And you can buy their maps separately as well if you don't want to go in for their Patreon. Yeah, there are better artists out there.
Like actual artists out there.
Yes. And, you know,
What's that?
fiddling
What's
with
an
it
actual
on...
artist. Don't know those. They're weird.
Artist, I hardly knew her.
They like these,
Get outta here,
these
Tyler.
brushes and pens things. And last time anyone cared about brushes and pens was when they were in school and trying to get the coolest looking stuff from Smiggle.
Sorry, I'm doing a thing because we're about to go back to the open ocean. But yeah, as for the hero point, Archie won one, and we had kind of a split down the middle thing.
Also, now it's allowed to have split down the middle and both people get them. I see how it is.
Look, I know on Narrative Declaration they do this whole thing where it's like for the GM gets 10% of all channel points that are gifted to the players for hero points. So every X amount of time that the players get a hero point, the GM just automatically gets a villain point. I kind of love that, but I'm also not going to do it.
Yeah, but they also have a lot more.
They super
hero points,
do.
I think.
And Sunshine, I just need to mount them up. That should be all good. Well, does anyone want to say any goodbyes or anything like that?
No.
Later, nerds. Enjoy your shrimp.
Nick,
Yeah.
could you close your eyes for a second?
I've never been more scared in my life.
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay.
Okay, you can open them again now.
Okay.
I just know you get motion sickness when I suddenly change the direction the map is flowing in.
Okay.
So I'm trying to help you out here.
I
Nobody
appreciate
rock
it.
the boat. Wait, can I rock the boat?
No.
No. Mosh can. Oh, you mean rotate it.
I can rock the boat.
Oh, look at us go though. That's amazing.
I spin you
We're like stuck in a
right
blender.
round. Centrifuge.
Someone
It's amazing
online,
that this engine has centrifuge. That's so funny.
someone online actually suggested using that to do a dance floor.
That's so good.
Oh, that'd be good for like a slow dance where they all go around in circles.
They just had the macro set up that every like 5 to 10 seconds the tile would rotate a little bit and would cause everyone to rotate with it, so it looked like dancing.
Incredible.
Joke's on you, Matt actually replaced Solo with a doppelganger. Now you'll never know the difference. I've done the doppelganger thing before. I don't like using it for protracted campaigns.
I mean, Solar is a robot, so it's not like that's particularly difficult to do.
Every time I've leveled up, I've destroyed the old Solar and just rebuilt Solar point whatever.
Just from
Isn't
the
that
ground
like
up.
the teleporter thing? It's like if you teleport, are you really still you?
Of course you are.
Or is it just a copy of you?
No, it's you.
I love
Is
how
this you
emphatic
just
are.
denying it to not have to face the existential dread?
No, I figured it out. It's fine. What, like it's hard?
I mean, I can't argue with that logic.
I know.
Super can't. God. What? Setting sail once again. You are on your way to Coralsunder. Or Coralsunder or Coralsunder.
I'm gonna go with Coral's Under because it's funnier.
Yeah.
Coral's Under.
Under
Let's
what?
See?
Does anyone want to do anything on the way there? Because you're going to be setting sail for a couple of days.
Yes. Find the box of gold in the ship.
You do, in fact, find the box of gold in the ship.
Oh yeah, where's my boat? Box. That's a lantern hooded flag. Oh, we've got 3 flags.
You do have 3 flags. 3 more and you get a roller coaster.
But what do the flags mean?
I'm glad someone laughed then.
You. What was I looking for? Ah, stash. What is this? Veiled figurehead. Do we already have a figurehead? We do not.
Let me add the 1,000 gold pieces to your...
I'm gonna get the crew to install the veiled figurehead, or do we need to be in dry dock for that?
No, they can install it. Like I said, you will have time to do any installations or rune inscribing while you're at the Emergence. So, for instance, if you want to attach the veiled figurehead, that is something you can do as well.
Look, we've got all the... Oh, wait, you've added it to the party stash. Cool.
It's not magical like that.
Not snares, staves. How much does this staff cost?
It does cost a fair bit, depending on what you're after.
Dollars.
Solar, I think you're handled for equipment and stuff like that.
Yep.
And Mosh, you're kind of good.
Yeah.
As for Sunshine,
Sunshine just got a bunch of cool stuff.
yeah, no, look. We got something of a hoarder for a ranger, so, you know. Could only be worse if Sunshine also had, like, trap crafting and stuff. Snare crafter.
I think I'm going to give this... it's a strike, though. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to give the turret spell gun to Marta. Not Marta.
Okay.
Solar.
Just offer it to the shadows, and the hands come out and grab it.
Oh, sweet. Free
Marta
gun.
Marta always wanted the gun.
Imagine Sunshine as a talisman dabbler. Ooh.
Wow.
I'm currently
dabblers are cool.
I am currently working on a spell gun dabbler, so that's going to be interesting. But so
spell guns are not different to spark guns, which are different to star guns.
yes,
Oh,
spell guns are disposable. Spark guns are not disposable, but they're not as powerful as star guns. Star guns tend to be at the artifact level.
yeah. But they are very cool.
They are very cool. I don't think there's
Like
a
that
single
guy's
one below 10
regret.
level.
What was he? Was he a king or something? Some. I don't know. Was it a lament? A regret?
And the Pathfinder Lodge, up until recently, had one in their vaults that they weren't telling Arcadia that they had.
Oh. Is that the one Aridin cut out of the tree and killed it?
God.
Oh wait, no, that was a shield, wasn't it?
He'd fashioned a shield from a world tree that Arcadia had, yes. And in doing so, killed the tree and kind of fucked up Arcadia. Because, you
Now
know...
they have.
Fuck.
You
Then they
didn't
have
know
another
that?
tree.
No.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't know. I thought Arcadia was untouched by his soiled hands.
No, you know why Arcadia has kind of become super, like, we don't like outsiders?
Because of fucking Aridin.
Yeah, because they had this one rule where it's like, hey, so no one touches the tree.
Whatever
Aridin
you
shows
do,
up and goes,
Do
hey,
not make a shield out of this tree. Oh, nice tree. Sure, it would make a nice shield.
no, it's worse, because Aridin was like, hey, can I touch the tree? Like, can I go and see it? That'd be great. I would love to do that. I'm not going to do anything with it. Eventually, it manages to convince, like, the people in charge of the tree to let him look at it. And yeah, the first thing he does is rip out a section of it to fashion into a shield.
And and people wonder why Aridin was killed.
Like, I don't really cheer for Tar Buffon that often, but he should have won.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't lose.
Nah.
And then they had another world tree that got turned into a gun
Yeah, I think...
because a star fell on it.
Yeah, because the tree was also kind of dying as well, so they needed to do something with it. But that's why they're kind of like, the star guns are very much a part of who they are.
They are really fucking cool, though.
Yeah, no, he did also drain the tree's magic. That is something that he did. You know, because Aridin's just such a great guy and should absolutely be resurrected just so we can kill him again.
Yep.
I just
Love
want.
that.
You
I just
brought
wanted.
me back? Yeah, so we can kill you a second time.
I just want like a Shuni assassin to be the one who does it.
Why did you make us?
You could have just made normal dog people. Why'd you make us like this? Anyway,
For the bit.
as you are sailing off towards Coralsunder, I keep doing it now. Cool, that's great. You do see
Coralsunder.
you do see a pair of ships upon the horizon.
Pair of ships. Up paraship.
Now, does anyone want to do perception checks?
Yeah, that's what I said. Up paraship. Sorry, periscope.
I think it makes sense for Sunshine to do a perception check.
It does.
Sunshine does live in the crow's nest.
Is our ship supposed to be damaged?
No, it should be fine now.
No, we just fixed it.
It would have been repaired.
All right. Sola.
Hello.
These are a pair of crown ships. You do recognize them as two that were participating in the siege on the Emergence.
Right.
Are they fleeing or coming towards us?
It's hard to tell. They're not heading towards you, but they're also kind of not
It's a
leaving.
brand new day. Let's try out one of my new spells today.
Oh.
Mambo number
Oh.
5. Vitality
Oh.
radiates outward from you, allowing others to supplicate and receive healing. Once per round, either you or an ally can use an interact action to supplicate and lay hands upon you to regain hit points. Each time the beacon heals someone, it decreases in strength. It restores 40, 10, 48, 46, then 44.
44 hit points. That's
Oh
a lot.
man, that's so good.
Duration until the next daily preparations, so it's good forever.
And all people have to do is touch you.
Hmm.
It's a good thing it's solar.
Heightened, the beacon restores 1 additional die of hit points each time it heals. Is that new?
No, it's been there forever.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with it. So, what are you doing about the 2 ships?
That's an excellent question. Are they fleeing or coming towards us? I don't remember getting an answer on that one.
The perception check was not good enough to get a proper answer.
All right. We will approach them under a neutral flag.
Under neutral flag. Alright, well.
Are we able to determine sort of what classification of ship they are? Are they gunboats or are they?
They're interceptors.
Oh, so they're just like us. Well, we can take them. We did it last time.
We do that. We do that. And I do that. As you start to approach under a neutral flag, they open fire. At this range, it's not like you're outranging them at the moment. This would be the very definition of a warning shot.
Yeah, are these warning shots like we're trying to scare you off, we're gonna fight you, or is this don't come closer, please, for the love of God, run away from these warning shots?
Give me a sailing lore check.
I can do those. Brain, activate.
From the general posturing you're getting, these ships are cornered animals would probably be the best way to put it. So definitely targets, and they were firing upon the Emergence, but they will fight back.
What do we reckon, crew? Scrap them? How far away is the nearest landmass?
At this point, you're kind of on open ocean. What they're probably doing from your sailing lore check is they're probably trying to double back around and find a friendly port. But they're trying to get as much distance between them and where the last time they saw an airship. And there are still clouds in the air, so they don't know. Conversely, neither do you.
Yeah, they might have their own airship up there. Who knows? What do we reckon, crew? Get them?
Yeah, I'm always down to clown.
Dentaclown?
Yeah.
Sunshine is definitely gonna be the one to clown things. He's got the red nose and everything.
Doesn't have a nose.
Or is that his eyes?
Leshy.
Difficult to tell when everything's red.
That's kind of what I've been telling my players at PFS when they're like, do Leshies have noses? And it's like, they're Leshy.
Do Leshies have no? Yes and no.
They have what they have. I'm sorry, I can't help you here.
Do Leshies have eyes? If they want to.
Do they function as eyes? Maybe?
This is what happens when you have a core player character face.
Closing
Let's
the distance
go. Get
between
'em.
you. This will be kind of a skill challenge thing.
Oh, okay.
Archie, you've already got a one success towards it.
Huzzah.
What are other people doing to close the gap?
Can I just like sort of, I guess, move about the ship doing, ship things using athletics?
Yep, I will increase the DC for this though.
That's alright. I'm a master athletics.
Hoisting sails.
A master athlete, if you will.
Following the orders well.
I'm gonna hero point that.
You gonna hero point it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that would have been a success.
Oh.
But I said I might increase the DC of it, so...
Mosh is more enthusiastic than helpful right now.
Yeah, every time Captain Archie kind of barks out an order, Mosh follows it, where it's like, that's not quite how this works, but okay.
Yep, that's it.
Wendy's more than happy to start babysitting you, though. Solar, what are you doing?
Solar is going to pray to the spirits of wave and wind to aid us in our endeavor.
Don't you worship Cassandra?
I can do two things.
That's the most Nick statement ever.
Is that no, not a critical. Close.
But it could be. Consider it.
No. I considered it for a moment. I was like, no.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Now, what's Sunshine gonna do?
I don't know. What would Sunshine do?
Navigate.
There we go.
First, they would hunt the ships as their prey.
That's true.
That is actually very true and also extremely accurate.
Then check if they can use littoral law.
No.
Or Leshy law.
No, you're in open ocean. Littoral
Or
law
then
doesn't work.
navigation. That order.
Is that a +2 to the navigation then?
Once you have hunted them, yes.
Okay, so I'll be at 20 then.
Don't mind me. I'm just shuffling things around.
So good.
Man, that boat's coming at us sideways. How interesting.
It's drifting into us.
Nope, that way. There we go. We're just gonna zoom in here. Alright, is Sunshine using a hero point for that?
No. Sunshine only has one.
Alright, you have gained no real distance on the ships during this round. Next
Let's
round,
pack it in, boys.
what are people doing?
Ordering.
Sailing, lore, or
Uh,
diplomacy?
Diplomacy. Would Hireling Manager be applicable here?
Absolutely.
Even though well, actually, no. Some of them are hirelings.
Yeah. You literally hired some of these people. Wow, okay.
That's a 14. Big numbers.
Big numbers, big brain go brr.
Um,
Well, that's a critical success, so that'll be 2 successes.
Oh,
That's 3 successes. Solar?
Can I use society
Yeah.
or Dortian law, either or, but preferably society,
Yeah.
to see if they are communicating with each other, as ships do via flag,
Yeah.
semi-4.
so I know what their plan is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Dortian law for this.
Okay.
I just remembered a thing that probably would have been something I wanted done during the ocean period.
I'm better than that.
You're better than that.
No.
technically,
I mean-
yes.
You are slightly better than that.
Hooray.
By a whole digit. That said, we did get enough successes. What's Sunshine doing though? Because you have the opportunity to get like the 2 successes.
What do you mean 2 successes? We had 3 successes.
Yeah, but if you get the 4th one, then I jump you up 2 spots.
Ah. I see.
Can they use littoral law?
No,
Can they hunt them as their prey?
they're already hunting them.
I'm out of sunshine ideas.
Can he glide from the crow's nest?
Look,
Can we just do sailing law?
yes,
yeah.
you could do sailing lore if you
Or
want.
survival? Or...
Survival's probably not applicable here.
That's fine. Is this with a +2?
Yes, you are hunting them at the moment.
Wow.
Well, I don't... I've got 1 hero point for Sunshine. I can't use my own channel points to give a hero point to a PC that I'm piloting, even if they're not mine.
No.
No, but Nick can.
That's...
But why did you call me out, Sam? You're part of this.
You've got more channel points than me. he's either seething or there it is. I mean, he could be
Really?
both.
Really? Okay. I'm not bothering to put that on.
That was so not worth it.
Yes, it was. It's not a critical failure.
It's not a critical failure, that's right. Well, yeah.
That is very
Always
true.
worth it.
Yeah. We didn't go backwards, that's the important thing.
Zach. I think we just don't
Yay.
touch sunshine for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
You are starting to get closer to them. You can engage when ready.
Are they firing at us?
They will still be doing warning shots at this point.
Oh, well, this is a perfect opportunity for us to use things.
Yeah.
Dive?
Dive. Or... No. Now,
Yep.
a really cool thing would be for us to just get right up in between them and then dive. And then they accidentally shoot each other. I don't think that's quite how Pathfinder combat works.
Oh, but that would be funny as hell.
Absolutely
It would
Looney
be.
Tunes.
Make it a reaction when an enemy shoots. You can dive underwater.
I feel like that would be a ship-based spell.
Hmm.
I have an idea. We need to go and break shit. Wait, fuck.
We'll dive now.
Dive now?
This will come up. I'm sure we can figure that out another time. We'll dive now so that they potentially slow down.
Well, as this kind of once per day thing, kind of, they start to, as you kind of descend into the water, they start to panic. And everyone's like, yeah, no, of course they do. The crew at this point is kind of used to it, though, because I'm hoping you've done drills with diving at least
This isn't
a little
the first
bit
time we've done it.
on screen. I'm hoping off screen you've been doing it a little bit with the crew.
Eh,
Yeah,
Well,
they're
this would be-
fine.
yeah. Yeah.
But as you start to close the distance, you are underwater to them.
Indeed.
So they can't open fire at this point, though they would be trying.
Mm-hmm.
So, Captain Archie, give me a piloting check.
Yar. Yar.
What the hell, man?
yeah. Hacks.
It's his glasses.
Absolute
That's
hack.
that's exactly what it is.
I mean, how close do you want to be?
That's what happens when you turn master level up and gain a point of charisma all in one level.
Mm.
That's a +4 increase to your stat.
So, when you're ascending, Archie?
Hopefully, I want to cross onto the other side of this one, so we're not in between them.
I can.
But yes, I want to emerge alongside them, and then blast them.
How close do you want to be, though?
As close as Sunshine wants to be.
Actually, no. We're just going to delete the rats for now. The rats
They
aren't
will-
necessary for this.
Contribute
Exactly.
in some way. We'll load them into a cannon and then fire them.
Okay, look. I've
Does-
considered
does-
making that an item.
Does being fired out of a cannon count as area damage for the purposes of weaknesses?
God. Alright, let's put everyone into initiative.
I think if it's a whole pack of rats, then probably. Initiative. Okay.
Oh, those are not good. I'll take my diplomacy, thank you very much, Matt.
You gonna use your diplomacy?
Yeah.
I will allow that.
Ooh.
And... You know what? Click on Archie, because that's the easiest way to do this. That. And... Solar? Initiative? Question mark?
Yes. Wonderful.
Wunderbar. Alright.
Oh, this is a sustain spell. Oh, what the hell?
And we're gonna do put the Melodies Week on 37 as well. Well, here's me thinking they rolled really well, but obviously not well enough.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah?
do I need to use all 3 actions to keep pace with them, or...
If they're just going to kind of be sailing ahead at this point, but it depends on what actions they're going to be doing.
Cool. Second question. Can I fix that to a particular location so it moves with it, maybe?
Considering we are in motion, if everyone wants to agree that we're just going to be moving at ship speed,
No.
no? Alright.
I will not use this, even though... Because it essentially invalidates the whole thing. It's like, here is inescapable damage for you and your crew for the next minute.
Oh god.
Oh, if you cast this spell outdoors, you can create 2 non-overlapping clouds instead of 1.
How much damage do they do? Like 48?
2d, yeah, 48.
All up?
But that's sustained for a minute.
I mean, that's what, 8d8 to 2 targets at the moment?
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 20-foot bursts. Yeah, I'm not going to cast that because it feels kind of not... They're clouds. They don't move.
Well, this is why some of the cloud spells do allow you to move them as a part of the sustain.
Yeah.
But, what you doing, Archie?
I will do this, though.
Summon the Captain's Call?
Yeah. Give them something to shoot at. Ooh, I can summon 3rd level elementals. I need to look at that list now.
We are traveling windwards, though. That is very true, chat. And you need me to drag the Captain's Call on?
Yes, please.
You should be able to position it where you want, otherwise.
That's a ruler.
Just between the 2 of them?
Yeah. Spook them.
Oh, I was gonna rotate it.
No, you had fun rotating me, so now I get to banan rotate you.
Fine, I see how it is. Who are they opening fire on?
That's a great question. I think we'll go for the North ship.
The North ship? Alright, they have to do a reflex save.
Failure.
That will be a failure.
That's nice damage.
That is nice damage. They will take the well.
It's not incredible damage, but it's nice damage.
They do have hardness. Yep.
They are bludgeoning damage.
But that's still a fair chunk of damage to them. Because I did drop the hardness on these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally it was 10, and someone pointed out, hey, that's probably a little bit too high for this, for the level of creatures that they are. But that is you done, as you summon the spectral version of the Melody's Wake between the 2 of them, and it opens fire, inadvertently putting this poor ship stuck between the 2 of you.
Yeah. And I will command a fusillade.
Command a fusillade as your crew action. All right.
Exactly. Get my fusiliers on board.
That'll be a success for them. That's still damage.
Boom, 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 boom.
As you are already it's barely injured, but you're still doing a fair bit of damage for it.
I only need to break them.
Alright, and that's done?
That's me done.
Alright. And you've done the fusillade?
Yeah, it's Solar's turn.
It is Solar turn.
Me.
You're gonna do the thing, aren't you?
I'm gonna do the thing, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Pew!
Blinding light. Oh no, it wasn't Searing Ray. I thought you picked up Searing Ray. No, this is good. I like this.
Searing
How
Ray
can
was
you-
the last level.
How can you pick up Saren Ray as a spell? That's difficult.
I'm a cleric, it's fine.
I mean,
I thought. Wait,
if you worship
hang on.
Desner, it's a lot easier.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. I didn't know who it was. I think. God lore is Nick's thing.
Or Shaylin. But look, they all might be dead by the end of the year.
Here's hope. I mean, oh no, what a
Oh
shame.
no, terrible, bad. Alright, these two have to roll reflex saves. Well,
Ooh.
what's with the dice
Yeah,
tonight? Like, we had a failure, then a success, and now we have a critical success and a critical failure. That's gonna hurt so bad.
On a critical failure, dazzled for 4 rounds.
Yeah, because it's an area effect spell as well.
No idea how that works for a ship.
How does spirit damage work for a ship?
Because
Yeah, have you ever seen the Kamehameha?
So
You
To
make a
explain-
fair point.
to explain both for the players and for chat, the ship stat blocks that I have aren't just representative of the ships themselves, they are representative of the crew. So you're not just,
Yar.
when you do damage to the ship, you're not just doing damage to the ship, you're doing damage to the crew as well. That's why things like spirit damage still work.
I see. I like Nick's version better, but yes, that makes more rule sense.
So, which one got the critical success? The top one. Okay. It's the bottom one that's going to take the big amounts of damage.
It could see Sola in the pose and like the light gathering between her hands, and it was just like, oh no, we're not getting involved with that. And the other ships were like, what's going on, you guys? Ah!
It's trying to semaphore in a panic, being like, what the hell? What's with this ship in front of us? Oh dear god. So, double -8. Cool. Have they hit the halfway point? They have not. They're just damn close. Solar, so that was what? 2 actions?
Oh,
Did you think that was a 3-action spell?
little bit.
Oh, so cool. Love that.
Just checking my cantrips.
Just laser the side of the ship, it's fine.
Oh hey, okay. I will
That wasn't a
Yeah.
serious suggestion. Oh, skill issue. Yeah.
skill issue for Sunshine.
This is
Alright.
Ooh, wait. This would be a good
Wait.
opportunity to use that.
I think that was the whole ship. Oh my god!
The ship is blessed.
Starts glowing.
They're just super blessed.
Ah!
What the heck is going on right now?
The temptation to slip the guy who does the animation module like $50 and be like, could you like automate all these ship things for me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, so that's in Sunshine now.
Alright.
It's a very cool effect on the ship though. So look, I'm sure if Juliet were here, she'd have some really fucking awesome strategic thing to do, but I don't know.
I know exactly what she would do.
She tried to board the other ship.
She absolutely would.
So what are the boarding rules? Because that's what I'm confused on.
Yeah, you don't know what the boarding rules are?
No.
Basically, you have to succeed on a appropriate skill check against their DC.
Alright.
So,
So I can
athletics
glide
or
25
acrobatic.
feet. Is that correct? With Flesh and
depends.
Blood.
Matt, what's the what's the height differential between the crow's nest and
Yes, you
and
can.
the ship?
I'm not going to pull up the Pythagoras calculator that I found.
Alternatively, you can test out that new
Okay.
tentacle cannon.
It's a bit too far away.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's 30 feet. 15 feet for the grapple thing. Look, I think to keep it simple, because I don't want to mess around with mechanics I'm not familiar with, I'm just going to do the whole swivel gun thing.
Fair enough.
That is a reliable turn.
I'm going to... Which one's my hunted prey? I'll just say it's this one.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm assuming they're loaded at the start of combat.
Yes. Kyo makes sure that all the shipboard weapons are loaded.
Alright, I'm going to assume that Sunshine was ready to go before we emerged from the water from the dive.
I believe Sunshine has specifically said that he has a swivel gun up in the crow's nest.
Brilliant. Alright, in which case I'll just go for it. It's hunted prey. I think that should do the thing. Okay, I'll add guidance to this because why not? Or otherwise.
24, that'll be a hit.
Reload and then shoot again. Is that how that works?
2 actions to reload.
Perfect. Alright, that's Sunshine, and then Mush will do exactly the same thing.
1 second. Raising, that's what I was after.
Beautiful.
Not raising, Matt. It's hoisting.
God.
Hoist the flag, not raise the flag.
6. And that'll be -6 as well.
And that'll be their turns.
You are peppering the side of this boat with all sorts of firearms and cannon fire. They're not appreciating this whatsoever. But that is Sunshine and Mosh done.
Yep.
I mean, they do have a 100 gold piece of fabric on their rooftop. Speaking of, could we have given those flags to the airships to sell them?
Do you trust them to sell it on your behalf? Because they're bounties to hand in.
Yeah, I know. Could we have just exchanged them? Just here's here you go.
No, it's for when you get back to Miranda Bay.
God dang.
Alright, the ship down the bottom there.
Shoot the incarnate, I dare you.
No, it's not an illusion. But
You're
that
right,
is
it's very, very real.
it is one of the questions that does get brought up from time to time. They're gonna do a drive check because they're gonna be using a 2-action variant.
Choot choot.
That will be a success. So they'll move to there. I'm gonna start. Nope, that's too far. There we go.
Yeah, go in front of your friends. That's gonna end real well.
Look. They need to do something. And I'm just kind of including the drift as a part of actions and stuff, as a part of the movement of the ocean.
We're on an open sea. We're all moving.
And then they're going to move a little bit closer. And that is them done. These guys, this is super easy.
Drop anchor.
Yeah, no. Ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea.
That'd be quite funny.
They are, in fact, going to drop anchor.
Oh.
And then they're going to fire. And the 10-foot burst.
Well, I guess I get to put down that ice storm after all. Stop your ship, I'll stop you real good.
And we'll put it there.
There's the shield.
So, I need everyone there to make reflex saves for me. You are on the deck of a ship, so you get a +2 bonus to this. I think you pressed the wrong button, Jules.
Oh, did I? Why did I do
Press
that?
the damage button.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Success. I think that's going to be a success from everyone.
Is that a success for the boat?
That is a success for the boat.
I rolled a 4.
And
You're taking my role, Matt.
I should have. I absolutely should have. Don't forget that the ship has hardness as well. Archie.
I won't. Oh, cool. Let me just increase the amount of health we have. There we go.
Alright.
Oh wait, hang on. That's not half damage. Sorry, let me just increase the amount of health we have still. There we go. Fixed.
Actually, no, I can't do that because I'm level 7 now. Never mind.
But yeah, they're gonna weigh anchor. Otherwise. And that's done. Archie!
Oh, hi, that's me.
That is you.
Oh, I want to do. Spills.
You do have the captain's call up at the moment, but that'll be at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Ships have souls? What? These particular ships do not have souls. There are, in fact, some ships amongst the Lost Fleet, however, that do have souls. Multiple, in fact. Not all
Dead
of them-
people have souls? Who'd have thought?
I wasn't about to say it was their souls.
I was inferring that it is not entirely surprising that a fleet of dead people, which are essentially bones with souls, have souls in the boat.
Well, some of them have flesh as well.
Get them!
Oh, the spell's not working still?
No, the spell's working. I didn't cast it, I think is my issue.
Well, there'll still be a hit, though.
Enjoy the 68 force damage.
Oh, God.
What's a hardness?
If the target of the spell is a ship,
3 damage.
this damage ignores hardness up to twice its spell rank. Cool.
Yeah. It also takes an additional 3 force damage.
All right.
Because it is a creature in a 5-foot emanation of the target.
God. So
That's not your intention, is it?
no. Yeah, no, it won't work like that, unfortunately, because the emanation is centered on the target, not on the.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they only -2 on this. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Near death. Yeah, I think that meets their broken threshold.
It does, in fact, meet their broken threshold. Do I still have? Yes, I do. Really, Foundry? Really?
Cool. Well, they're now sort of sitting still.
There we go. And
And
have a broken condition. Yeah, no, they're starting to sink. Or at least they're slowed 1.
Okay.
And -2 to all their things.
I've got one action left. Drive. Why am I up here? Not. I should be back here.
Probably from the rotation. Did you want me to move you?
Yes, please.
Let's not move the entire ship.
I didn't deal damage to myself from that cannon fire, so I'm going to not do that, considering I shouldn't have been there in the first place.
You don't have to make a drive check for this if you're only doing the one action version.
I just go. I'm going to click this button so that I can actually do that. How far do I go? Whoop. 45?
45, I think, for Melody's Wake.
Speed is 40, and we've got a 5-foot speed bonus from something from Windcatcher. Yep. Gains a 5-foot item bonus to its speed.
I know it's saying yellow, but you can ignore that.
Yeah, it's because it's not the status thing isn't applied. Somehow.
Oh. Look, I'm bringing Hoist the Colors under my own umbrella for like writing and work. I have a Foundry guy lined up. Hopefully, we'll be getting a module in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
But, Sola. Wait, Archie, you're forgetting something.
I moved the boat. That's right, a fusillade.
I was going to say the captain's call as well.
Yeah, I did forget about that. It's time to ram some ships.
So we'll ram the ships first.
Up to 60 feet. Ooh. They're out of range. Oh, no. This was not in my calculations.
Who's doing the reflex save? Go
Does it
on.
look like they're preparing to surrender?
You do not have the actions left over for that perception check.
Then we'll ram towards this one. We'll leave it be.
Ram towards that one? Alright.
Doesn't get there.
Gets about as far as there before petering out.
Alright.
Now the fusillade.
Now, how brown is that their pants? 4d8 bludgeoning.
Which one are you aiming at?
The one that can take it.
And he does that reflex save.
Apparently, I'm just a liar.
That's... Also badly injured.
I think that's their broken threshold too.
It will be.
Man.
For the wreck. You know what? Move it on. Solar.
Well, okay, I was gonna fire a laser at them, but if they're, like, dead in the water, it feels bad.
They're not dead in the water. They'll just be slowed. And dazed.
You know what? Yeah, I stopped feeling bad. No.
No, that is unacceptable.
What divine spell attack are you
That's
making?
better. This is my Steal My Sunshine.
Your only sunshine. That will be a critical hit.
Radical.
And so that will be double damage, I believe, on a critical.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm guessing it's not a fiend or undead. So
This one is not.
Yeah. So double fire damage.
And +5 because it's fire. Yep. It is also nearly destroyed. It does not look like they're surrendering easily, though.
Wow. Oh, that's 2 actions. Never mind. I will. We took damage, didn't we?
No,
We didn't.
no.
Never
It
I
didn't-
mind.
It didn't break through our hardness.
I rolled pretty terribly. Not gonna lie.
Well, we
I
also
rolled great for that
saved.
one, Matt.
Pardon?
I rolled great for that one.
I give that to Mosh.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you.
I give that to Mosh.
You see, the
Yeah.
trick for the enemy ships is to aim for the PCs, not necessarily the ship.
Alright, okie dokie.
I knew our GM was trying to TPK us.
So there's no indication that this one is surrendering at all.
Nah.
Alright. Oh no, sorry, that's Mosh. It doesn't really matter. I would have put guidance in that one. So I'm getting so messed up with my character sheets, but let me just delete that.
To the bone.
Unless you want to keep it, Matt.
I mean, you're acting one after the other,
Yeah.
so I'm happy for you to keep that.
Alright, yeah, it would be a 30. That I realised I was rolling much with guidance, but
That will be a hit.
yeah, just be a hit, that's fine. In which case, that will be... it's supposed to be this one here, so the damage is going to be a bit... Look, it's just going to hit this one here.
It's just gonna hit that one. Yeah.
Whatever Foundry says it's hitting, it's hitting.
Ooh.
And then reload.
-6. Maybe I do need to put their hardness up again.
And then Sunshine, we'll do the same thing.
I can just imagine Sunshine just giggling with glee as this happens.
You have a terrible dice roll.
And we go that. And we go that. And it begins to sink within the water.
And that's the two of them done, because they'll reload.
Alright. That. And then that. Alright. Well, I mean, this is super easy for them. And look, I prepared one earlier. So, they open fire with their cannons. Oh god. Yeah, they're desperate. Melody's Wake, Sunshine, and Archie.
We're fine.
Oh god.
Were they still dazzled, though, after that last turn?
Yeah, it takes 4 turns.
Oh, that's right, critical failure.
You know what? You know what?
Just
Are you going to hero point that?
I am going to villain point that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah!
We burnt a match winning, that's got to count for something.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sunshine and...
He's shooting me! That's rude.
I'm
You
opening
want me to
fire.
roll the damage again, Matt? Hey.
Well, I gotta use these 3 hero points somehow.
You do.
There you go. There's 1 hero point.
Still a failure, so you'll take all that damage. Sunshine will take none of it, and I believe the... Yeah, Melody's
fine.
Wake will take none of it.
I just catch the fire, the cannonball. Boat's fine. I am not.
Yeah. Look, there's some There is some scratch damage. You might need to paint the hull a little bit, but otherwise it is fine.
Guys, I saw this in
Damage.
Kung Fu Panda 2. Ah!
I mean, that's how it went in the movie too. He realized it's a
What's
hot,
the last
it's a
action
hot
there?
cannonball. Are they going for a ram? Are they?
I don't like their chances.
How are they moving with no actions left? That's
They're
impressive.
slowed. Fuck. Players are so
I'm
mean
so
me,
tempted to
chat.
just leave. Just to leave. Just leave them. And then come back and pick up the flags later. I will cast another etheric shot.
Yeah, you gotta hit him though.
Hey, how can I miss when I have 2 hero points left?
Look, it's why spellcasters get hero points. That is a hill I will die upon.
Hey, or I could just do this.
Wow. Really? Force barrage?
Second level etheric shot. I hit!
That hit.
Oh, that's 2 8s.
Wow.
That was better than the last damage.
Ah.
Goodbye, ship.
Yes. No, that will be gone. They were only really had. Yeah, they didn't really have the hit points for that.
2 more flags for the collection. Woohoo!
That is, in fact, 2 more flags for the ship.
Easy 200 gold. And it didn't cost us anything. Except for the cannonballs.
Which, Kia will account for and everything else like that. But there is the question, however, with the 2 ships sunk. What do with the survivors?
Oh, they're survivors, oh.
Shame.
How many How many survivors are there, Matt?
Ooh, that's a good question. We're gonna say about 10.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
We can't befriend them all. It'll take too long with the RP.
And I'd have to name them all. It'd be this whole thing.
Yeah.
Do we even have a brig?
You could probably use 2 of the officer quarters for it.
No. What?
Sorry, 2 of the passenger quarters for it. I believe.
Up to 10. There you go. That's perfect.
50.
Yeah, I know. I just read that as soon as he said it. I was like, wow.
I'm going to attempt to make an impression, Matt.
Oh, right.
Like, are they still in the water? Because I feel like the impression would be under duress at that stage.
So, circumstance bonus, is that what we're angling for?
I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, do your make of impression.
We'll just apply the hireling manager for the purposes of the circumstance bonus, so
Yep.
I don't have to manually enter it. Oh, look. I think that might be 2 steps.
That would be 2 steps. So, what's your angle here?
Essentially get them on amenable terms. They will probably not be having room and board, but they will be dropped off at the next landmass.
I mean,
So no quarters, probably sleeping on the deck,
they'll take that, considering the situation.
but a deck is better than a door, Jack.
I will remind you, your next port of call is Coralsunder.
Yeah, I know, but are there any waypoints though? Or will
What-
we have to make a detour for one?
You would have to make a detour.
we will make how big of a Sunshine? How big of a detour would we have to make?
Give me a navigation lore, Sunshine. Oh.
That's you, Jules.
Oh, sorry. I just don't have that oral cue in my brain lined up.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
that's fair.
Navigation was it? Navigation was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Is it secret?
No. We'll make this one public.
Well, I do still have a hero point.
You do, and this would be one that Sunshine would absolutely use it for. Sunshine assesses their maps. There is an island about half a day's travel away, so you wouldn't actually lose that much time.
Yeah.
Not a
I'm
great
sure-
island, but you know there's probably going to be some more crown ships in the area also trying to run away.
Yeah.
And they are amenable to this.
Mm-hmm.
And look, you got the 2 steps. So some will actually help out with some of the ship's things.
But yes, they're getting left behind there. And the message they shall carry is, remember, don't fight.
Just give in.
Just surrender.
Let it happen.
You all live, and you might benefit from the scenario. You fools.
Well, they don't know that.
But now they do.
They do know that now.
Now they get to communicate it to everyone else. You fools.
Alright. Well, with that out of the way, what is the plan of approach to Coralsunder?
Ooh. That is indeed a good question.
If people want to give me either society or pirating lore,
Pirating lore.
I'll do that for Sunshine. I don't really have much that... Much is not going to help out in this at all.
I will give sailing lore.
I will allow sailing lore, but the DC will be higher.
Oh, well then society then.
It is entirely possible that Sunshine has actually been there before.
Oh, good.
So with Sunshine's check, let's reveal that so everyone can see it.
Green.
Yeah. Sunshine actually has some connections in there thanks to their Leshy friends that they made back in Miranda Bay. Because
Is this the gourd guy?
Oh, the god guy!
he's probably
poor
not
guy.
actually there, or they're probably not actually there, but Sunshine was doing a lot of investigation to the Sunken Coven through the Leshies, because apparently there are a bunch of Leshies who are actually involved in the cult.
Good for them.
Because much like a lot of the other aquatic ancestries, if the world floods, that really won't affect them too much and might actually make things better for them.
Yeah, less people trying to crack open their gourd.
That's
Oh,
also a
God.
case, but
But then again, stop sticking jewels in your gourd. Then people won't try and crack you open.
geez, one time. But if you're asking for a suggested kind of method to approach, probably don't fly under a Miranda Bay flag.
Oh, it's a good thing we got a crown flag then.
Probably not a crown flag either.
Well,
Just
the
no
last
flag.
time we flew under a neutral flag, people still shot at us.
No flag.
If you
No
have a
flag?
generic pirate flag or just one for the Melody's Wake, you could probably just use that.
Gotcha. I don't know. Do we have a generic pirate flag?
You would have a flag for the ship by this point. I believe Sunshine has brought it up once or twice. It's just
Okay.
one of those things that's been kind of... It's one of those things you assume just happens off screen, where
Sure.
the players probably haven't thought of it for a while, but, you know, the crew absolutely has.
Yep. Generic flag it shall be then.
Generic flag it shall be. Well, as you approach Coralsunder, it is obvious even from this distance that it is the hodgepodge collection of flotsam and other destroyed ships that have been kind of squished together to make what is a semblance of a town. If I can actually find the map. There it is. I have too many maps. As I drag the players in.
Yay.
Sunshine and Sola. All that said, for the most part, it kind of gives off a fishing village vibe.
I mean, there's a giant fish skeleton, so
Yeah.
like,
Like, it's kind of broken up with the walls. How about we just remove those? But as long as you're kind of sailing under a neutral flag, you're pretty good.
Wow. This place is cool.
Mosh is the happiest he's been in a long time because this is the closest thing to home that he's been experienced in a long time.
Aww.
It's just like he heads over. If I get off the ruler, he heads over to the like to one of the little docks and is just like dangling his feet down into the water,
Aww.
splashing.
Splash.
Splishy fish.
Because of the positioning of the town itself, it's a little bit difficult to get the Melody's Wake in too close, but this is why you have a longboat.
Yeah.
And swim speed. Haha.
And swim speed.
I elected not to pick up the swim speed. Though I totally could have.
Now, for obvious reasons, the main feature of this town is what looks like a tavern of some sort. It probably doubles as a tavern, a fishmonger, meeting hall, whatever the town needs at the point that
Community center.
Yeah.
have I been here before with some trolls?
No.
Are you sure?
There are many variants to this map, and yes, one of them is in fact on grassland. Solar has never been here before, though.
No.
But look at that pretty water, isn't it pretty?
It's so pretty.
So, you have a couple of choices here. Gather information is the most obvious one. You could also do society checks, or if you have other ideas of how to kind of investigate, ask around, get some questions, get some answers. But it also depends on the questions you want to ask.
Well, Sunshine's gonna head off with some Leshy lore, given that.
Leshy lore?
Yeah. He apparently knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. Is this secret?
No, this is public. Alright, well that will be a success. Sunshine! Look, I'm not gonna do much RP because Juliet's not here.
That's fair.
Sunshine will, however, find some other seaweed leshies who are currently in the process of fishing. Let me drag Sunshine to the place they're supposed to be for that.
What color seaweed are they?
Green for the most part.
I knew it. Red weed was weird.
A little bit weird. It's fine though. But yes, Sunshine will kind of start talking to a couple of the seaweed lushies that are here. Mostly Sunshine will be excited to have met others like themselves.
Yeah.
Hasn't had much chance to meet other lushies, but we'll be chatting with them. What's everyone else doing? And that
One
was
could
a
say-
success on Sunshine's part, just so we're fully aware.
One could say it's iconic.
Definitely not a cow or bummer.
Probably the only thing that Mosh could possibly do is a coastal lore check.
Yep.
I don't know what specifically that would pertain to, but he'll do it.
Alright. Are you happy with that roll?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a -1 to intelligence. It's not.
Not expecting too much? That's fine.
No.
Solar and Archie, what are you doing?
Well guarded and esoteric information.
So, Solar, diplomacy? For your
Why am
gather
I
information?
casting that as solar?
Yeah, why are you casting that as me?
Do you have Solar
Get it-
currently selected?
I do.
Get out of my head.
Goddamn mess.
I clicked that out of my character sheet though.
Zero scuff, everyone. Zero scuff.
Let's try that again. There we go.
Barely a change. What?
It's already set to blind GM roll.
Yeah, because gather information is technically secret. But I will probably reveal
What do you
it
mean
once rolled.
technically secret? It is.
Yes, it has the secret trait, I know, but it's one of those things where I feel like you should... See, you know, I'm going to reveal this.
Natural 20.
No, it's not.
Is it still a success?
It is still a success.
Hey man, they're really snazzy glasses.
They are really snazzy glasses. Incidentally, it was the +1 charisma and the glasses that put you over.
Yeah.
So, that is a success for you, Archie. Solar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna find a market and get some food.
Oh, before we continue, whilst we've been on the boat, I have given the book to Solar and have been asking Solar to analyze the book.
The book of the extended genealogy of the
Yeah,
extended
that one.
family tree. Yep.
So I
we
can
already
get you to write your fan fiction.
we already had that conversation off stream.
Mm.
I'm not sure what. I hope you found it interesting.
It is interesting. Can you copy and paste that to Nick sometime?
Remind me afterwards. But that's not too
No.
far away. All right. Well, Solar, you're looking for a market to kind of buy fish and stuff.
Sure.
Archie, what are you doing? Like, what is your specific angle here? So let's zoom this out. Because pretty map is pretty. But yeah,
It
Archie,
happened 20 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten why specifically we've come here for blue.
you were looking. I did kind of brush over it. I was a little bit quick with it. Apparently, the location is known as the Breathless Trench.
That's right. That's what we were trying to find, and we have information we were advised could be found here.
Yes. Apparently, there are members of the Sunken Coven who kind of live and stay here, and they would know the location and a safe way to approach.
Yeah.
If you want to do a sailing lore check about the Breathless Trench, you can.
No. No.
No.
If I get a critical failure, does bad stuff happen?
I mean, potentially.
No.
But
Sunshine does it instead.
Sunshine's not here.
Sunshine Sailing Lore is better than mine.
Oh, okay.
Is Sunshine talking to the Leshy still? Or...
Yep. And it would be
Oh.
applicable here if you like.
Alright, so you want me to do Sailing Lore? I'll do it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, do a sailing lore.
Oh, never mind. Sunshine Sailing Lore is the same as mine. But my point still stands. It was better.
So one, Sunshine is ecstatic to be able to add another landmark to their maps. Though the Leshies can only really give a vague indication of where it is. They can inform you that the Breathless Trench is kind of known for that, as it has a bad tendency to kind of, because of the currents that flow through there, it can knock the wind even out of aquatic creatures. Like, the water can flow at such a fast speed that it can't be processed fast enough by gills and things like that. And even swimming against the current can be difficult. There is apparently ways through the current, and there are certain spells that can be cast to kind of negate the effects. The Leshies, however, are just like little fisher folk. Otherwise, the trench itself is pretty deep underwater and has a pretty gnarly reputation for forbidden rituals and that kind of thing. It is a place so dark the Lost Fleet won't even go there.
And
Now,
it's totally not because they couldn't find it.
they have their own places to sail. I was about to say don't drag them into this, and I was like, wait, I dragged them into it.
Yeah, Matt.
Jeez. Solar.
Hello.
You're kind of going around the fishmongers, and there are a lot of fishers here. Not all the fish are normal, shall we say.
Cool.
Some of them have a few too many eyes. Some of them... Yep.
Now, when you say not normal, do you mean like aberration, or do you mean came from the deep ocean?
I mean, one of the
Somehow
same...
those are two different things.
No, that is very true.
Is it meant to be like that?
Some of these are aberrant.
Okay. Not buying those ones.
Well, it is while you're kind of doing your talking and negotiating for... Because I'm guessing you are actually buying fish as well for the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, like, a couple of the weird-looking but not aberrant ones, just so I can, like, have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Argentum monkfish.
Through your kind of gentle inquiries, so where'd you get this from? This is an interesting fish.
Put this one back.
This does not belong here. It takes you a little cajoling, but the fishmonger does inform you that they accidentally laid anchor above the Breathless Trench, and that's what their nets brought up.
Does he seem like, the big, burly, average fisherman?
He is an Ezeketi, so...
Probably, like, you mentioned everyone here is evil, right?
Not necessarily evil, they're just,
What's this guy like? Is he evil? I have a joke, that's all, but it only works if they're evil.
Look, he does seem very suspicious.
Cool.
He knows he wouldn't be able to sell these fish in normal ports.
I'm gonna, like, nod solemnly at him and just... Used to be able to put your anchor anywhere. Can't do that nowadays. Because of the woke.
You know what? I'm not gonna launch into that.
Coward.
But he kind of nods solemnly and goes, yeah, no, there's only certain places you can go now. It's good to have places like this.
So funny.
I hate you so much, Nick. You guys get what he's playing at, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wake,
no, yeah,
woke.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
a
enjoyed
pun
it.
or play on words. Archie,
Yes.
it is with your gathering of information.
Hi.
What you actually find is you find someone who is talking to a small group of people. And the individual in question is human-ish.
Matt, they're humanoids. That's
No.
just racist.
Okay, no, he is human, but one of his eyes is a little bit bulbous and definitely a fisheye.
Oh, yeah.
Now, was that something he was born with or something that's been put in place?
Yeah, it might be Maybelline.
This is not a prosthetic.
I see.
It is not a costume.
It is. Was it given to him by some shifty merchant?
That is entirely possible, though doubtful in this instance.
And what did he get by giving up his original eye?
Well, he definitely didn't get the worm removed. Anyway,
Fun.
Ew.
so you find this man, and he is kind of talking to a small group of people. And he's like, well, you see, if you go deep enough into the water, it gets to a point where you can no longer see anything. Down becomes up, left becomes right, your entire sense of direction just completely disappears. And it is when you are within that true oblivion that you can truly reach inside yourself and find what it is you are seeking. It is only within the deeps of the water itself where you can find your truest of purposes. And that is why I'm here, amongst all of you. And he kind of looks to you with his eyes, both of them, and says, you know the truth, don't you?
Does he have a red-bound journal?
No, he does not. Not that you can see anyway.
Okay, so I won't be telling him to put anything back. Me?
Yes, you. You got the look of power about you.
Well, I don't know about that one.
You've
Maybe.
never called out to the deep. You've never reached out with your will and conjured reality to your own bends.
Not like that. It's a bit different in the way I do it. It's a different kind of deep.
Well, why don't you give us all a demonstration then?
Call your mum.
Yeah, let me just go. Rules. Wait, where's creatures? Matt, I'm trying to find creatures.
Yeah, what,
Game mastery. There it is.
what creature are you looking for?
Third level elemental. Water trait.
Third level elemental. Now, it's a good thing I was looking at elementals earlier.
Elemental. Sort by
Brine
level.
Shark?
Ooh, no, that's wood. We've got a brine shark.
I only say the
That
brine
is-
shark because I got a picture for it.
There is
Yeah.
literally just the brine shark.
Doop. Let's actually bring up the picture so everyone can see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is a shark made of water.
It's like school picture day.
This is my best smile.
Hi guys.
My mom says I'm handsome.
My teeth are a little funny, but that's on account of all the Coca-Cola I've been drinking.
It's pickle brine.
Oh. No.
I'm not upset about that. I think that's delicious.
Right?
Yeah.
I like pickle brain, but like
It's
Yeah,
no fun.
not like that.
Yeah, now you have a shark made out of it.
What's not to love?
Cool.
My fingers getting pruned.
So, Archie, do you respond by summoning like a brine shark?
Yes, I cast Summon Elemental at 4th level. 4th rank.
He nods his head and he turns to like the others gathered here and goes, "See? This is another one who understands the power of the ocean. Though, I don't think he's kind of dug as deep as is possible. Have you ever considered it, young will worker? Just kind of reaching a little bit lower, a little bit deeper into the blackness, the darkness of the ocean itself. Bring something forth from there."
No. Hang on. Yes, I'm going to mage splain.
Oh god,
No, reroll.
no, this is
There we go.
unacceptable. There we go.
I'm mage splaining to him. I may be a summoner, but I do know how magic works.
Well,
That's sorcerer.
you start to kind of explain like the arcane nature and what you're doing.
It's like my power doesn't actually come from the ocean. I'm summoning these creatures from another plane. I tap into the interconnectivity between these two locations rather than the power of the deep. So it's more of a space magic, if you will.
He kind of nods and goes, "Oh." He turns to the rest of the people and goes, "I think we're done here for the day. If you come back tomorrow, I need to have a little bit of a discussion with this gentleman." They kind of a little bit disappointed, but they file off. And he comes up to you and goes, "Well, I didn't expect to find someone with such arcane intellect around here."
Yes, I always have my arcane intellect up. It's good for mana regen.
He reaches out with his hand to shake.
I shake his hand.
It is slightly moist.
I mean, I'm one to talk on that part, but
My name is Fisheye Joe. On account of the fact that I'm a fisher.
now
And where did he come from?
No,
you
no,
wouldn't
the
happen
question
to
is
have
where did he go?
You wouldn't happen to have a brother that works on a farm at all?
I just. Oh man. Matt not only wants to get sued by Nintendo, but also Mattel as well. Fisheye Joe. Oh, classic. Is no one else picking up? Okay, fine.
No, it's slipped from me.
G.I. Joe, but.
Oh.
Is that it?
That's
Oh,
it!
I went with Cotton Eye Joe.
Joe.
He goes, "Well, so what are you here in town for? What, as much of a town as you can call it this?"
We be looking for details on the Breathless Trench.
"Oh, I've been there myself several times."
Yeah, I kind of figured from the whole
Yeah,
reaching through the deep speech. Yeah, that one.
"Yeah, no, I'm not welcome there anymore. I haven't been for a very long time."
Not welcome.
No, not welcome at all. Look. He kind of looks to the left and right and goes, "The people who have taken over there, they're a little bit, they don't believe like I do."
Interesting. Taken over. Taken over, you say?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a time when the Breathless Trench was for anyone to use, so long as you could get there. But, you know,
Gone.
now the Sunken Coven's taken it over and they're not letting anyone else in.
Anyone else in particular with the Sunken Coven?
Oh. As far as I'm aware, it's just the Sunken Coven.
Odd-looking dwarf fellows that like tentacly dogs?
Not that I've seen of late.
They may have moved in after the fact. Got it.
But no. Why the interest? Are you looking for a guide? He gives you a smile. His teeth are for the most part human
Just
teeth.
like the brine shark.
No, some of them look more like whale teeth.
Oh, wait.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do whales have
No,
They've
they
got
have.
that-
They've got.
A
so
whale
you-
has. There's a species of whales that has a tooth.
No,
Wait, some do, some don't.
some
so-
have the bristle things, and he's
Yeah,
got the
there's-
bristle thing for some of them.
Oh,
too.
lovely.
Toothed whales and baleen whales, and baleen is the bristles.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Tooth whales is like orcas and sperm whales.
Sperm whales, yeah.
Wow, the more you know.
Moby Dick. He's
Well-
a toothy whale.
I can't get there myself, but if you're looking for a guide.
Yes.
And with that, we will end the session there.
I'm getting real that dude in the Star Wars movie that takes them to casino, like they find at the casino vibes from the sky. Like I don't know how else to articulate it.
But no, you found a guide. Good work.
Mm.
Great.
Fisheye Joe's fine.
Fisheye Joe ain't coming back.
Only smile I can challenge Sidon's. Absolutely. Well, with our players having found a lead to get to the Breathless Trench, it seems like the last leg of their journey for, at least for this book, is about to, well, begin properly as they make their way there. Though they may have another adventure or two to do in Coralsunder first. But if you want to find out what happens next, you will have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, Daylight Time. We'll be continuing Hoist the Colors for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT with music by Michael Gelfi. The VOD for this should be up pretty quick. I'm trying to get better at putting up all the VODs for the streams that I do, but I try to prioritize the TTRPG ones for obvious reasons. But be sure to follow on all the socials as we do that. We are going to find someone to raid. It's probably going to be Dwarf Down Under. Yeah, look, Kudos. Is he online at the moment? 'Cause
He
that'll-
is.
Yeah. So, 'cause
He's
that will
playing
save me-
Warframe.
Of course he's playing Warframe. I'm probably going to be playing Warframe after this, and after I've gone to dinner.
Dinner
yeah.
sounds like a great idea.
We're going to raid into the Dwarf Down Under. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good night, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Well, start telling that. Yarr,
Yarr.